This meeting is being recorded.
That's right. You are the living library of truth. And so this meeting is not only being recorded for the purpose of this now moment, but as a recording of the information that you bring forward that is the mystery and all knowing of you from the cosmos and the deep central core of this earth, all of which now is in your heart center, just awaiting to be revealed. And notice how the power, intelligence, and energy mingles with the power from the earth and the love you continue to pour into your heart flame. As you exhale, it is a more intense, powerful light that radiates out in every direction. Your heart begins to open as you continue to breathe earth and sky simultaneously. Bask in the glow of your expanded heart radiance, Vincent. As the light that you are emitting brightens further, it attracts the attention of the Neteru and other spirit guides and intelligent beings in the universe. Vincent, invite the spirit guides, totem allies, plant spirit helpers, the angelic realm, the fairy realm, and all your galactic family, those known to you and those who perhaps are making themselves known to you for the first time this evening. That's right, that's good. Everybody's assembling. Everybody's stepping forward to be a part of this most sacred time shared together. All higher powers that are sacred to you to support you are here now to witness your entry into these rites of passage. The passages that take you more deeply into the knowing, the mysteries of our planet beneath your feet, and the mysteries of all above this magnificent cosmos of the sky. Your heart opens, Vincent, as you continue to breathe the heart breath. Oh, the sacred heart. the porthole to higher dimensions and realms, all now existing within your heart center. Take a moment to breathe that in. There's no separation. That's right. One with all that is. As your heart flame expands yet further, invite the deepest memories within the heart of your being to awaken. As you evoke your inner self, your inner higher self, and all-knowing self. That self of you that is wise beyond wise. Continue to breathe into your heart until you have built a warm fire of gentle desire to hear the calling within you. Listen for the call, Vincent, from the great mystery. For that which was once hidden is now here making itself known to you. May all that comes forward expand, confirm and affirm, and be in direct response to your deepest inquiries and your best and highest knowing at this time. For here you now find yourself in a very private place near the edge of a remote cliff overlooking a great canyon, facing the orange ball that is the setting sun in the west. Listen closely. Listen to your heart, which has drawn you to this place. Listen. Although you may not see me, you can sense the presence. As I now step into the High Priestess form, I stand by your side as your guide on this most sacred journey. To a deeper understanding of the cosmos, the inner core of all that is, and you, Vincent. Listen. Your intuitive self can hear an inner calling. It is the voice of the invisible, mysterious, yet not so mysterious you. Listen, you can hear your higher self is calling you. And when you hear this calling, and you've become one in this moment in time with your higher self, that which has never been separate from you, let me know.
Are you perceiving the presence of your higher self? Thank you. So know with great ease, you yourself will be able to speak through. If any time you hear or lose sight of hearing me, you'll gently and slowly return to your own awareness and will reconnect. For otherwise, I am your guide and I am here with you. And so now I ask, might I speak with your higher self, the wise, all-knowing part of you?
Yes.
Thank you so very much. Now, some people refer to this wisdom keeper within, this truth teller and speaker, as their higher self. What might I call you?
Source.
Source. Lovely. Perfect. All right. So, Source, you've been listening to this conversation in preparation for tonight and our stepping forward together. Vincent has brought forward some questions, some that he's spoken, some that you, in all probability, know that he holds in his heart to know. So would it be all right if I proceed with those questions now?
Yes.
Wonderful. So Vincent is asking to know more about what are the archangels and the role they play in our lives, particularly his life and the ascension process. What can you share with Vincent about his relationship with archangels, and what can you share to deepen his understanding?
My archangels are my spark, my thought. They are me. They are the love of the world, love of the universe. They are for guidance, for encouragement for all. And they are to give hope to people that they are a gift from me. They are the higher self of myself. It also gives lots of hope to others when they think that there is something better than or higher than themselves. This gives them hope and then leads to truth and belief.
Beautiful. So as source, they're the spark,
Yes.
and as Vincent, they are one and the same,
Yes.
and it's a gift from source
Yes.
and to the planet.
Yes.
So might we refer to archangels as ourselves?
Yes.
And we would be the original God spark, the children of source.
They are my thoughts.
They are source's thoughts,
Yes.
and Vincent's higher self thoughts.
Yes.
Thank you. That's
My thoughts are given to him.
Archangel and source thoughts. Beautiful. Are there any obstacles, barriers, or doubt frequencies that you could clear that require clearing within Vincent in order to create a more direct channel between yourself and Vincent? A more direct channel of frequency communication? And if so, would it be rightful to just proceed with that now?
There is a direct contact. He knows it.
Good.
Just,
Yes.
just the odd little time he still has a little bit of doubt. But just very little doubt.
Wonderful. So everything is perfect as it is.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you. Now, something has come up more recently in a discussion about a role that archangels are playing to seed humans upon this earth, female gender humans upon this earth, through the means of light conception. These women would identify as being in union in what they refer to as like a marriage, a sacred marriage, with their archangel counterpart. So the question is this indeed occurring at this time? Is this a role that archangels are playing? Referring now to the non-physical archangels.
Yes, there is a role. It is to be done to have the purest form of the new children coming into this world. You can refer it as the same as my son, Yeshua. This earth needs this awakening of the same. And these new children will not have any interference of any other type of DNA from any other being except from my source, me.
Wonderful. And so how many women are participating in this at this time?
Thousands.
And are all those thousands knowledgeably aware?
No.
So are some being seated by the biological partner who are holding the source of that seed?
Yes. They're holding the source of my seed.
I
It is
see.
my will.
And so these women, how many women are participating in this where it's actually, there's no physical connection to a human seed when it occurs, but it's rather by light conception directly from an archangel in non-physical. Is that occurring?
Very few. In your talk, maybe 100.
Are these women aware?
Yes.
So there's no benevolent, there's no malevolent interference occurring.
No.
Beautiful, wonderful. And so to understand from a broader perspective, children being born upon this planet are coming in with DNA that's not been tampered with and hasn't had its programming removed. And so,
Right.
wonderful.
There is no tampering with the DNA.
Wonderful. And have we played our role to purify and cleanse and clear the DNA and the systems interference? Those who have been working on their own light body ascensions.
The people that are now, like yourself, have played a very important role. You have supported the earth and the atmosphere with your support. This has helped to enable this to happen, to put these children upon this earth this way, without any interference from any other, if you will, low energy vibration.
Thank you.
Some of these children have never ever been on earth before.
Are we well?
These are all new, bright, loving children. They are angels.
Direct from source.
Yes.
These children then, we've had our evolution of children, indigo, crystal, rainbow. What spectrum do these children fall under? And will they know of themselves as being angels?
Yes, they will know. Because they will teach the rest of the world the brighter side of the world, the brighter side of me.
So
they will be just like light. People will know when they look at them that they are special. Yes, they will be equal, but they are very special. They are angels.
thank you.
They have been untouched.
That's beautiful. And so these are the conscious parents that we would refer to as on the planet now existing, these parents that are parenting with consciousness and who are awake themselves and now bringing children in through
Yes,
the seed.
Will be Yeshua's and my consciences.
And when you refer to Yeshua, your son,
Yes.
do you do you refer to all man and all women as your children, not unlike or separate from Yeshua?
No separation.
When you refer to Yeshua now, do we speak of golden Christed consciousness and Buddha consciousness?
Yes.
It would be acceptable then to refer to Yeshua as a consciousness,
Yes.
as is other Bodhisattva and Buddhas
Yes.
and Ascended Masters,
Yes.
and so on and so forth. And amongst ourselves, there is that light rising within ourselves here on this planet, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
A lot of you all know.
Yes, we're embodying that now.
Yes.
Thank you. I know that Vincent and I are certainly open to holding as much light as we potentially are capable at any given time.
Yes.
Thank you.
We are all proud.
Thank you. Well, taking a moment now just to take that information in, given that it fills my heart with great expansion and joy to be in the process of preparing our beloved earth for these children. As we know, this is how evolution continues.
Yes.
Thank you. That leads me to questions of angels of the new earth. And this is what we'd be speaking of when we speak of these children. Would that be a fair way of understanding it?
You can just look at the children as angels.
Correct.
That's what they are.
Yes. Angels of the new earth, angels of the earth, or angels of the earth.
Yes.
Angels holding the frequency of the earth, of the highest vibration, untampered with.
Of the whole universe.
Now, what about these archangels? What about Reister's role and many others that have come forward to identify themselves as the new archangels?
They are the forerunners.
Mm-hmm.
They are paving the way. This is their role. Very important role. They're all volunteered. I asked.
And so they voluntarily also chose to leave planet Earth in the physical in order to play this role in the non-physical.
Yes. They are our thrall. The worlds.
They are what? Sorry?
They are all through the worlds doing the same thing with all the worlds, lining them all up to help us, you, on Earth.
So they're working the light grid, the crystal grid.
Supporting, they're holding the future as well as the now, which you call the now.
Might you share anything with me about Reister? Or Reister. And if there'd be nothing to share, I'm okay with that.
Reister has a very important role, as you know. You know. He is the bridge. He is a rainbow from earth to heaven. Your heaven, my heaven, your all heavens.
Thank you. Is there anything now that, before we proceed, anything further that you would like to expand upon or clarify for Vincent with respect to archangels? Or angels' roles on this earth, and angels being born upon this earth?
No. Vincent does understand and he does know. And if there's any other need to know, he just has to ask.
Thank you. That's right. And that's good. And this session will be active and ongoing at all times.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. Thank you. And so, is there a single archangel that most personifies Vincent? Or is him?
He knows.
Oh, thank you. So Vincent is inquiring about he's having lots of wonderful Lumerian being connection. He has this particular special relationship with a banshee. And so he has some questions about that relationship and that connection to the Lemurians. Might Banshee choose to step forward, or shall we proceed with Source in this discussion?
Source.
Okay. So what specifically can you share more about Vincent's connection to the Lemurians and his ties and connection with these beings who've been making their presence known to him?
He's known them. He has known them as Banshee is part of a council. He was a member, is a member of the council, member of the Arcturian Council. Matter of fact, you have met her. She is part of the Galactic Council.
She's part of the Arcturian Council and the Galactic Council, from which both myself and Vincent sit.
Yes.
On both councils.
Yes.
Do we sit as Arcturian emissary representatives?
Yes.
For the Galactic Council?
Yes.
And Banshee takes her seat as a Lemurian
Yes.
representation.
Yes. You have
It's
lived for thousands of years.
have both Vincent and I been in physical form with her, or a form in lifetimes with her as a Lemurian?
Yes, on Lemuria's.
Pardon me?
Yes, on Lemuria's.
Can you identify for us where that was or is located?
It was on Earth.
Yes. Tell us more about that. Please.
As you know, there's been a battle
Mm-hmm.
caused by low beings, interference. So there was a war which ended up causing quakes, a shift in the earth, and a rushing of water. There was no time for, if you will, evacuations. Some managed to flee, others didn't make it, others flew and stayed on Earth. And you yourself, Vincent, was able to go on a ship and make it to another planet, which was you were able to make it back to Arcturus.
We were able to leave on a light ship for Arcturus.
Yes,
However, we lost many of our brothers and sisters,
lost many.
and we observed that loss.
Yes,
Would it be safe to say that we've carried some of that grief forward into this lifetime?
yes.
Might you aid us in our healing and our clearing?
This is why you seem to be searching your curiosity.
To reclaim ourselves.
Yes. And that is part of the connection with Vincent and Banshee now.
Banshee left with us.
Yes. To reconnect. And this session now will awaken both. Now you're aware of your connections.
I perceive right now very, very strongly, and perhaps for Vincent as well, I'm carrying this energy, but I won't speak for him.
Yes, yeah, I can feel that he is. He's yes, upset.
It is a all pervasive knowing,
Yes.
and there is a sense of a DNA system coming back online that will give us greater awareness.
Yes. Yes.
And this was the role that we were to play as well in our frequency.
Yes.
May the healing and clearing and the settling of our grief and any grievances that we may have with those who grieved against us be resolved at this time, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
You have never held a malice. You've
Pardon?
always, you never held a malice against anyone. You just still, in the turmoil, you still gave out so much love. This reunion is a reunion to remember, because you already gave your love, so there's no guilt, no forgiveness.
Thank
Just
you.
a reminder.
Of who we are and where we've come from.
Yes.
The Lemurians have played a role, I understand, or I'm perceiving now, through many timelines upon this earth.
Oh, yes.
And so now, how might we best merge with that energy and utilize those resources in with love?
You call upon them.
Yes, please. How?
To them, talk to them.
Okay.
Just share down your awareness and that you can't wait for the reconnection as meeting together on the physical term of Earth. They hear you. They can't wait. Now the waiting is done for all parties.
Are they of the inner earth, what we refer to now as the inner earth people?
They are part.
And
they are the major part, but they are part of several that are within your planet, their planet.
And so I perceive that they're very trusting of the vibrational frequency of love that Vincent and I hold.
Oh, yes.
And they step forward for all those who are holding the frequency of love.
They have so much love, always have. I am so proud of them. All my thoughts. I am proud of my thoughts.
Thank you. You referred to us as being, the Lemurians as being your thoughts.
Yes. My children as well, if you want to look at it. Yes. You're all my children, but you are my thoughts. My thoughts are my children.
And the frequency of thought is love.
Oh, yes.
And I bring up that very important point, Source, so that we have great clarity should anyone else receive this insight and awareness.
Yes.
The thoughts are a frequency of energy, of love.
Yes, love is everything.
And Source, you hold no one in separation.
There is no separation.
You hold no judgment on any of your children.
No, no.
You hold no personality other than your children's.
I just give love.
Thank you. So, Banshee, we sit on council with Banshee. And the Lemurians now, if I understand correctly, Vincent and I will play a direct role in as being ambassadors, perhaps, of the earth with them.
Yes, you could say that.
Do you have a better way of expressing it to help me along here?
I like that. That is good. You are the ambassadors. You are, if you will, the king and queen of this earth.
For the Lemurians and the
Lemurians.
Now, there were two Lemurians that came forward last night, and just to indulge me for a moment with names, and to clarify whether those were indeed names or they were assisting with my understanding of where and who they came from. We received last night Anthrope in female form.
Yes.
Is it Anthrope or Anthorpe?
Anthrope.
Anthrope. And Delforio or Delphorium? Delphorium?
Forio.
Forio. Delforio.
Yes.
I feel honored that they made their presence known. I feel grateful that Vincent was able to perceive their presence and hear their names. What will they become regular visitors or engaged with me in a way that I can have strengthen that bond of connection?
Yes, they will be at your side.
Wonderful, thank you. And who might they be, if that makes sense? I hate those questions. Or how would they like me to understand my relationship to them?
They are your friends.
Thank you. That's enough.
You know them as well.
Pardon?
You know them as well. They were with you before.
Did they leave on the light ship?
They're brothers and sisters.
Thank you.
You were her sister.
Thank you. And love is the frequency in which we'll know each other.
Yes.
Thank you. In any way I'm able to serve or strengthen my connection through communication or sight, I would be greatly appreciated. Vincent is also has formed great connection to the Yael. I'll list a few. I'm not sure. He would like just to know a little bit more about all these connections with the Yael. Mantis princess, name Aleve. The fairy realm, in particular, he has Ballerina, who makes her presence known. He has Lyrian race guide, who is asked to be called Vincent. And he has a desire to know about how come he's so closely linked to the extraterrestrial realm and receiving so much direct contact communication.
Wow. One has to just look at it. To have that connection, he has to be part of that connection. So connection is love. And obviously, he has been with many of them throughout his life. He has met them all. He has also asked and invited, if you will, the ETs or the aliens. So they have come. He has asked and gave each and every one permission to speak. And this is why they are there. They came.
So they respond to his invitation.
Yes.
And so that leads us to his next question about whether or not he would ever have contact with blue avians, who he sees as quite beautiful.
Yes.
It
will be a female.
And he will be a female, lovely. And her name? Does she choose to reveal it at this time?
Dao Ballero.
Dao Bellero.
Yes.
Beautiful, Dao Bellero.
They have met.
you care, Source, to share more about that connection?
They have worked together, not as a blue avian, but they have worked along with others to help other planets to support life form on other planets. That is the connection with a lot of the other ones that have shown up. When other planets have asked for help, the whole universe shows up. The Arcturians, the Blue Avians, the Pleiadians, depending on the severity, are all called upon. The council chooses and they go and help support planet, a star, whatever to keep the balance of the universe. They go. He goes.
He goes, meaning that we leave in the astral. We're not always spending our time here upon this planet, but we're doing our part elsewhere.
Yes. And even before you, him, other come here, you always do support this way. Maybe you're in council, but you also lead. And being a good council member, you lead and you go help where it's required.
Thank you.
And you have already get prepared, and you have prepared. You're also elsewhere for the future.
Wow.
But you already know this.
Who is speaking right now?
I am another being.
Yes, you are. Thank you for stepping forward. Might you share who you are?
Names are not important.
I agree. Thank you.
I live not far, only 60 million light years away.
Ah, we're neighbors.
Close. I will be visiting Vincent. I will not give you my name, my race, because I dare you.
Because why?
Because people look upon me as different.
Ah.
To your world, I look like an insect.
Well, you know you're among friends, especially with Vincent, or you wouldn't be coming forward to visit him. Has anyone ever seen you? Has anyone seen anyone of your race before?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So
He's had a vision.
Ah, lovely.
But I just haven't made myself present. He has seen me. But I just doing it slowly.
You're preparing him.
Pardon?
You're preparing him.
Yes.
You have a very light, beautiful frequency. I'm rather enjoying it very much. Thank you.
Oh. I am 7 feet tall. Do you want to know what I look like?
I would really love to know what you look like. I can feel you.
I'm brown in color. A little darker brown and black in a few spots, which you call black. But they look similar to what you have a species, lovely species on your earth. You call them grasshopper.
Ah, the grasshopper. Yes. I love the sounds of a grasshopper. Do you make the same kind of sounds when you, with your frequency?
No.
No. So you're brown and you don't make sounds.
No. Our frequency does not. We just speak. You hear us.
Oh.
Nothing but love.
Silly human me. You're very playful. So you're 7 feet tall and you're brown.
Yes.
And would you,
Lots of legs.
Lots of legs.
Yeah.
Do you stand up?
Yes.
Do you walk on 2 or more?
Well, it looks like 2, but we kind of tail kind of drags on the ground.
Oh, a tail.
Yeah. I call it a tail, but you probably call it part of my wear.
Part of your wear.
Yeah.
What does your wear do? Does it sting people?
Oh, no, we don't.
Ah, I didn't think so.
We don't do that. We like to think that people, they look at us and go, ooh, yeah. Wiggle their legs and their little claws in the end. And
You're so much fun to listen to all these silly questions that humans ask. So tell me more. What would you like Vincent to know and me to know about you? You're 7 feet tall, you're brown. You've got lots of legs and you walk on 2.
gold rings around
Gold rings where?
around my lower body. If you will, admin, it looks like you know what a grasshopper looks like. The lower part of his body is tapered.
Yes.
And that part is brown, or kind of a dark brown with gold rings.
Golden rings.
Similar to your wasp end.
I saw that. I had a wasp in my house.
They can be nasty.
They're very nasty. I can't say that we've discovered great purpose to them as...
We don't have
No. 60,000 light years away. Are you a new species on that planet?
No. We've been around just as long as your Arcturians. We're really not that far.
You're making me work. Do you communicate telepathically?
Is there any other way?
I'm a silly human. Gotta ask silly questions.
I have nice, big, bright eyes.
Do they stick out or are they just big?
No, they're just big. They're a little rounded on the outside, but we're not that bad. I think I look good.
I'm sure you do.
I'm well liked.
And what's not to like?
Not much.
So,
we do tend to stay away
Mm-hmm.
from what you call low vibrations.
Hmm.
We like your terms, anything above 7. I think you call it, I don't know if you call it 7 vibrations or you call it a 7th dimension. We don't
Yeah.
we don't try to deal with that too much lower because we have so much more love.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we try to just stay amongst ourselves, but when we're called upon to help, we love to help.
Oh, thank you. So you got the call to help us here on this planet too.
Yeah, many people are here to help.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. So you're filled with love and light, and you look really good. You're beautiful.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. And so you say what people refer to as 7th dimension. And are we in that frequency right now with our hearts, with our love?
If you're talking to me,
Yeah, that's what I perceive.
we have big round spheres, eh?
Do you?
Yes.
Like little warrior spears?
Oh, huge spheres.
Ooh.
They come out of the sun.
Oh.
Several portholes in there, eh? You know that.
Tell us more. We know, but we forget when we wake up. And then we wake up to remember so we don't forget. It's a game we play while we're here.
We,
Oh,
my role here is not. I will introduce myself to him soon.
yes.
But our race here is not to interfere, of course,
Mm-hmm.
to give support. We are all here to help support because the Arcturians have asked us for help. We are also with our energies. When they do downloads or codes or whatever, we help them carry this and send and hold the message around the world, your world. We are also now also helping out to block any low vibration energy coming into the Earth's atmosphere. Our ships, when not needed for this support, our ships will be available for those that need special healing. We have chambers to help them heal.
Oh. Would that be the Arcturian Chamber of Light that I take clients to? Well, I don't want to call them clients. People that require healing. I've been guided to take.
They're just children
Who are children?
that come into our healing. You're all children.
Yes, yeah.
We're here to help our children.
Thank you. So you have.
They will need the healing. There's been so much suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Healing. Some, of course, as you're aware, need it more than others.
Yes.
They're living in such fear.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here along with other many, there's thousands of ships here to help with the children. We will give them so much love.
Thank you. And so you won't enter lower than 7 dimension. Are you calling upon, however, to create that bridge, so to speak, from where these children are who need so much love and need so much healing, how do we bring them to that frequency where you can now receive them and take them to the chamber? How does that happen?
Oh, that is just done. How do we say? We have special lights.
Mm.
Take that through.
Ah,
And
the portal.
yes, it enables them to pass and enter our chambers.
Now, would you be the overseers? Oh, sorry.
Almost, if you will, it's not their body that's coming. Remember that. It's their soul.
Mm. And you provide healing of wounds that keep them in separation of love, and those wounds that hold fear,
Yes.
that our children, and I call them my children too, our children.
Yes, we all are one same. We're all children.
That's right. Thank you. You're so lovely.
Thank you.
And we feel very honored that you're speaking with us tonight.
Thank you. I feel honored.
Thank you.
I knew you were coming.
That's wonderful. Well, you brought us here on the wings of your love. You raised us up to this frequency so that we could receive you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really look forward to Vincent sharing more of your conversations with me.
Mm-hmm. You have to write them down.
He will write them down. Yes. 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 And he could also record your sessions if you'd like.
Of course.
Good.
That'd be lovely.
Wonderful. And I would most welcome any time that you would like me to hold a session and hold space with Vincent for you to share your message with those that have ears to hear it. We'll bring that forward if you'd like.
Sure. I have no problem with that.
Good. Thank you. Then
Love that.
good. Then you would like Vincent to channel more information from you and share it with our collective of children.
If he wishes.
Correct. It's free. Yes. So we'll ask him. You will ask him. And
We will ask.
thank you. I have a very childlike frequency with you, so I'm enjoying you very, very much.
Like I said, we're children. We're all one. We're all children. We're source's children.
Yes, yes. So portals in the sun, and you're 60,000 light years away. Do you live in the sun?
No. No. Just
But that's where the healing goes on?
no. In our ships, that is just the sun is a portal.
Ah, tell us about the portal.
Yes, when we leave, we go through the sun, and it takes us home. We're home, what you call in seconds.
Ah, yes. And would this be how Vincent and I and others travel in the night? Or travel when we're standing in one location, but our frequency gets so high that we don't perceive we're in that location anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't tell you.
You know we do it though.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much fun. It's going to, now tell me great promises of hope of what is to come. Is this going to become easier and easier for us to continue to do?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We can't wait. We've been waiting long enough now, thousands of years.
For us to get our vibration up so we can What are you waiting for? What have you been waiting for? Tell us.
We've been waiting for you to join us.
Mm.
It's been tiring just waiting.
Mm.
It might
Tell-
only seem like a second to us, but we don't have time. Same as when we left home, we were just bang, we're here.
Wow, you're telling our story. We've been waiting a long time too.
It was me.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
So when was the last time we were all in union together on the same planet?
Yesterday.
Did we go to you or did you come to us?
You came to us.
We came to you. Do we frequent your planet often?
Yearly. Yearly.
Yearly, once a year only?
Well, your year or my year?
Happy New Year. I'll see you tonight.
There you go.
Yay.
That's not impossible.
Wow. Your frequency feels familiar, so you don't feel like a stranger. And we're no strangers when we feel love.
Wow, you're smart.
That's right. And we're no strangers when we feel like children of love.
Mm-hmm.
And we know love when we feel it.
Do you know other planets and other people are listening to us now?
Please do tell. You're here to share that information.
Well, just letting you know. You should know. You do know that talking to me, you're also talking to your Arcturian friends back home. Listening to you. And your beings and your Lemurian friends are listening as we speak right now. Your love that you're doing and protruding right now, we all feel it. You're aware of that, yes?
I believe, yes. And I also believe that it's important for all those that are listening to have the awareness that it's important for us to have this level of communication to expand our awareness into knowing that.
Yes.
There's a knowing on a vibratory level, but perhaps not on a fully awake, conscious level. And it helps us to know the nuts and bolts of how it works and what's going on behind the scenes, so to speak.
Yes.
So
You're all grasping it.
Mm-hmm.
You're all at different levels, but we're so happy you are getting there.
Now, you said seventh dimension, and how high do you go? Because that means you have to come down, you have to descend down to the seventh dimension, right?
Yes, I do.
Is that what you use your sword for? Is that your
You peaked.
Is that your lightsaber?
Yoda has one too.
I know, you're 7 feet tall.
Yeah. Wow, he's short.
Was there a time until recently when those portals were not easy to even for you to travel through?
No.
So they've always been easy for you.
Yes.
Only for more challenging for us to navigate our way through.
Oh yeah. Yes.
And that was because of all the interferences.
Yes.
And that's all cleared now.
It's getting cleared as we speak.
Thank you. Send us swords.
Just ask Yoda.
Oh my goodness. All right. So you'd like to
Yoda's laughing.
Is Yoda on the same planet? So you're from a planet.
Aren't we all?
Oh, you're good. Well, I don't know. I don't know that some don't reside in starlight and stardust.
I'm on a planet, and some of us are in stars.
Gotcha. Sorry.
You can almost, well, you could almost see us if you look at your home planet. We're not that far away.
So you would be a twinkling star in the sky. And I am going to go as far as to suggest that the home you know what I'm saying telepathically. Do you want to finish my sentence?
No.
All right. I consider Mother Earth my home. And
you sure?
And in that I have a very heartfelt desire to play my role upon this planet and play it through.
And you shall.
Yes.
And this Vincent.
Yes.
As well.
Yes. And I am aware and I accept and I desire it to live an infinite number of lifetimes to complete and fulfill that role.
Yes.
And to bring my light upon, to keep my light upon this planet.
Very bright light.
Yes. And in my heart of hearts, my home calling would be Arcturus.
Yes. That's a lovely place, you know.
Yes, and I do know now that I've played with you.
You feel it now.
I've played with you. When we're not in our light ships, I've played with you upon our planet.
Yes.
In the lush, lush greens.
In the new place. The new earth.
The new earth?
Yes.
Oh, now we're talking. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You surprised me there.
You know, you two have actually even talked about the new earth.
Ah, see, that was one of my questions. You're answering it. So you are, So you've never resided upon this earth.
No, no, we can't.
In another form, did you ever reside on this earth?
No.
Have you always embodied the form that you have now?
We maintain this.
Okay.
But we don't always need this.
And so you are from...
Because we're such a high vibration, we don't need this form.
Correct. As a light.
And some don't. Some like to leave it and some don't. Some of us who are near what you call Arcturus, we don't need this form. But I like this form.
Did you pick it or was it picked for you?
Well, our race is this.
I got it.
Yes. But we don't really need it.
Mm-hmm.
Just think of us as invisible.
Well, when we visit, we're invisible too.
Well, you'll know I'm there.
That's right. So, you're my sister? And no?
No. Where did you get that?
Well, I was going to say, upon my planet, I consider us all sisters and brothers. Well, that's a very good question. I'm reading your energy through my feminine side. That does not mean that you engender a female.
No, but I am both. But right now, I'm male.
I got it.
What I mean?
I gotcha.
You know what I mean? I'm a male. Hey,
With a very nice frequency of love.
yes, I do. I love everyone.
So perhaps you recognize then I read love as a more feminine origin at the
Yes.
moment, and recognizing that the masculine, regardless of gender,
I will be female if you want me to be female. Do you feel me now?
you're androgynous. I get it.
Now I'm neutral.
Yeah.
Do you see?
You actually feel more neutral to me. You feel a lot more, I feel more neutral within myself. More so every day.
Yes.
That really is the balancing of the masculine, feminine polarities, is it not?
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You have it. You got it.
So
This is fun. I like talking to you.
I like talking to you. You're amazing. You're incredible. And you're from Arcturus. And now you also have made your home awaiting us on the new earth.
Yes.
And the new earth is so high vibrational that even as people perceive it, fifth dimensional new earth, the vibration would be that much higher.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
What would you
7 anyways for now.
So does that mean that you need to descend down a bit to reach up to, so that as we reach up to you?
Yeah, to my home, yes, to my level. But
Mm-hmm.
there are another side of my people. They're not as high. They're they're a 7, but they're very lovely people.
Mm. So what is your dimension then? Where do you call home?
Yes.
That's a trick answer. Yes.
No, I say guess.
Arcturus.
Think. I am telling you. What are you picking?
Right now that home is in my heart.
Yes, but what level? What frequency level?
We're light bodies,
Mm-hmm.
exceedingly beyond ninth dimension,
Mm-hmm.
hovering in and around 11,
Mm-hmm.
very comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
And we can sustain even higher vibrations
Mm-hmm.
on the density of a ninth dimensional planet.
A little above. Want a hint? I'm a 12.
Yes.
You knew that. You didn't tell me.
No, I perceived 11 and rising higher, and then you brought my frequency up another notch.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just kind of feeling like I was heading for the penthouse, actually, down the
Mm-hmm.
elevator. And you were waiting for me.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go up one more floor to reach you.
Yes. I beat you.
Wow. So you've come way, way down to the 9th dimension. I mean, to the 7th.
Yes. That took a while to get there, you know.
I'll bet. So you've been holding the vibration of the sentiment. Is this sort of like practicing for you as well, to learn to hold this, to descend and to hold a lower frequency vibration in order to be seen by Vincent and communicate with us right now?
It is, but it's not a practice because we have done this before with other dimensions and other, if you call realms or in your planes or your matrix. And this isn't the only place that's needed ascending and needed help, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have, and I have, well, I shouldn't say we have done many planets before. So we have done this before, except like every planet or star has their own little troubles, if you will. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So different tangibles, yes, but it's not a practice. We've done it, but you also know we know when somebody's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So we plan, we have meetings, and then we have to start ascending ourselves to a lower vibration. In your terms, let's say, might take 2 years, your time, but it feels like your turn, seconds to us, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's not a practice. We know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is like everybody has their own problems.
Mm.
We as a collective, galactics councils get together and we, if you will, get a game plan of how we're gonna solve this and help and be there on time to help you or them. Yes?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So it takes time in your time to come here,
Mm-hmm.
but this isn't a practice run. We have done this before.
I
Sometimes not every constellation needs the work that that Earth has needed.
yes.
So it has taken a lot of planning
Yeah.
and trial and error, if you will, what will
Mm-hmm.
work, what doesn't. We have tried, of course, a few things, and it's, you know, I think we underestimated a little bit how bad you really were. You know,
Yes.
understand. Um, so no practice. No, we've done this. It's just that.
I meant you no offense in my learning. Thank
No,
you.
no.
This is helpful. It's also helpful for me hearing you describe planet Earth as being one that, has been underestimated for someone of such high frequency as yourself who has ventured here. To recognize, to identify planet Earth as, wow, the vibration is that much, or has been almost on a lot of occasion, that much lower than anyone could even imagine descending to.
Yes.
You're helping me to understand how it is that now many of us are receiving beams of light and gratitude to say thank you for the service that we're providing.
Yes. We all need your help.
It's
Your help is grateful. We need your help because we are not going to come and help as you will, physically, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
We are not allowed to interfere. This isn't interference, what we're doing.
No. And
Some,
describe, oh,
some
sorry.
might take it that we're interfering, but no, this is not interfering. We can't let Earth fall. Your
Mm-mm.
mother cannot fall because
Mm-mm.
people have to realize on
Mm-hmm.
your Earth that if you destroyed Earth, what it does to the universe and the cosmos. If Earth, if you will, you blew yourselves up, do you know the repercussions of the cosmos and what happens to the universe? Do you think what happens here just happens here?
Mm-hmm.
It
We,
could devastate all your near planets, your moon. And if the moon goes, it could interfere with Mars and Venus and separate them from separate them, if you use the term separate, from the universe. And then not just, if you will, snowball. And for us to help recover the universe and everything else, that takes, wow, planning and instant. Well, I know the Arcturians can do it, but
Mhm.
that's not the point. We don't need the chaos, the
Yeah.
imbalance that would just wave and shock wave through the universe. You can't do that. We won't allow that.
Thank you. So everybody is pulling together at this
Everybody is playing a crucial part. We would wish it would just go quicker with everybody here, of course,
time.
but we are pleased with what we see. We get updates, if you will, from the Arcturians daily. I mean, we still know what's going on, but we like to let them think that they're giving us information. You know?
I know.
So we have to have a meeting. But we all know, they know, we know, and everybody else knows. It's like a little council, you know, little knights on a round table, right?
I like that. So the Lemurians are there.
Of course.
And who are the knights around our table of council? The Arcturians are there.
Do you, as in collective, every being in the universe is a member of the council. We have to have a member from each and every, if you will, the beings, yes,
Mm-hmm.
are a member of the council. You have to have one of each. Do you
Mm.
understand?
Mm-hmm. I'm sure I show up late often.
Yes, we have to. Well, we don't have to. We just do. That's the way it is. It works because we're all one. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's no such thing in what your terms of leader, because we all know source is the source. In our terms, we're not source. We work with source. We are source. We are part of source, but we don't have leaders. Do you know what I mean? We don't have, you say, boss. We have a collective council, hundreds of members sitting around the table,
I love that. Equality.
and we discuss calmly, of course. We're always steps ahead of every star or planet because we have to be. But there's no what you call boss.
Mm-hmm.
It's all collective and it's all gathered at the same time. We agree at the same time. You understand?
I do. I do. And I vote for more of that here upon our earth.
Yes.
And
It's going to come, but it's going to take time. I know you want it tomorrow. Well, I wouldn't mind it tomorrow either, but I'd like to go home. I could go home instantly, but you know what I mean.
You would like this mission to come to an end. It's been a long time waiting.
Many years, many years.
Yes. For all of us.
For everyone, yes.
Mm-hmm. And so Earth, some may understand exactly, precisely what you described in terms of how invaluable this particular planet is to the entire existence of the universe of planets.
Yes.
What is it of such tremendous value?
Everything in the universe has a role, right?
Mm-hmm. So is it the gravitation that Earth holds that holds everything in place, or what in particular is our function?
It's all energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all love that's holding it every place. You know what I mean? Energy.
Yeah.
And it's whoa.
Look what you did.
What did I did?
You made him all fuzzy. Might you guide his hand to support that and fix his phone? You're fuzzing me out too, by the way. Vincent, when you're able to restore that connection, we'll continue. Take your time. Our frequency will continue. There we are. Thank you. Thank you. And now, eyes open and closing again, returning readily and easily. Unless, of course, you choose not to, and that is perfectly fine as well. How would you like to proceed? That's right. Taking nice deep breaths now. Returning to the central point of your heart. And all that is love, that is the portal. The higher dimensions and higher realms and higher teachings and higher self. Source, would it be in Vincent's best and highest to continue to proceed here, or shall we come together at another time? Smile when you're ready to proceed.
I think he's done now.
That's perfectly fine. We would like to give thank you and gratitude to all that was shared and all that was shared with Vincent to expand his own connection with Source, the higher self within, and all light beings who are currently communicating with him and creating deepening connection, and all those who have yet to come but are beginning to make their presence known. We would like to extend our gratitude and thanks to our brother Vincent for the role that he plays and for his openness and his heart expanded openness and his love and embracing of all beings, in so much as that he asks and they make their presence known simply by his love for them and his willingness to receive their communication. So we thank you, Vincent, for playing that role. We thank you also for sitting on the council. And so much more, and that much more. We will continue to know more. Open yourself to receive more of you. As that which has transpired this evening, some might consider a phenomena, a miracle, magical. And yet this is the realm in which you now live and the reality in which you bring forward of that which is possible when one opens themselves to love and to receive and to ask and to trust. May all the teachings continue to be for your best and highest in all of humanity. May you know now and all that's been shared with a full remembering during your state of returning to room awareness. May your connection to self and source continue to expand and grow. And special gratitude and thanks to our very high vibrational, very tall, very attractive, and very informative brown being with a spear who takes the children to be healed in cosmic chambers of light, for stepping forward and sharing so much invaluable information with us tonight. And so now, before slowly returning back to room awareness, for which I will assist and support you and guide you, Vincent, is there anything that you would like to say to yourself?
Just keep giving love.
That's right. That's good, love. Keep giving and getting love. Thank you. Is there anything you would like to say to me?
Vincent is humble
Mm.
to know you, to mirror you. He has great love and admiration for you.
Yes, I do.
Just keep doing what you're doing, sending your love out, and please receive all the love that you get throughout.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So returning now ever so slowly, ever so gently to room awareness, I will count you back through the count of 5. Slowly, gently now, returning to a nice rhythmic breath. 4, gaining a deeper, more heartfelt presence within your own light, your own being, grounded to earth. 3, muscles, ligaments, and tendons, fully relaxed, restored, rejuvenated. 2, feeling exceptionally great and wonderful and amazing to be alive. This is just wonderful. Feeling bathed in the holiest of golden light. Invigorated, calm, and ready to continue your journey. As we enter into the count of 1, you will slowly, and when ready, and not a moment sooner, open your eyes and return to full awakened awareness, knowing that you will easily and readily recall all that was shared today. Mhm.
Wow.
So eyes open, wide awake, feeling great. Just take a moment now, Vincent. Put your hands over your arms, hands up in the air to say yes, yes, yes 3 times. When you're ready.
Yes, yes, yes.
There you are.
Whoa.
Welcome back.
How long's it been?
That's an excellent question. I will have a look.
Wow. Was I asleep?
You surprised yourself, didn't you? Take a moment, just have a look around. And do you have water within your reach?
Yes.
I don't like doing this.
Bothering me?
I'm going to have to pause the recording for.
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, sorry. I meant